All right, let's get started here. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up some different screens. But today what we're going to do is we're going to get started on designing an application pretty much from scratch. Let's see here. Just so you guys can see something for a moment. That's going to be our Adobe XD page, which will allow us to go ahead and kind of sketch out the app, kind of like where everything's going to go, buttons, that kind of stuff. We also want to do a bit of a UML diagram. So I am going to need to get together Plant UML here real quick. Got a couple pages of it, but it kind of works as separate windows, so I just didn't have enough time to get them all set up. I was hoping that that song would be a little bit longer, but that's okay. I also forgot to start recording. Oh, well, that recording's going to start kind of randomly in the middle. Let's see here. Just looking for Adam. There we go. All right. Okay, that. And then let me get those open for us really fast. Hopefully resizing the Atom screen will get it to let's fit where we want it to. Alright. So I'll change my directory real quick. For our universal game library. There we go. Go and then open. Alright. Now, just open up a folder that goes there as well. Alright, and I should probably pull these up on the screen for you guys. Let's transition that back over. So now it's kind of a blank screen, but some of these things are a little tough to get popping open. Let's see if we downsize Adam a little bit. Will it pop up? Will it work? Who knows? Okay, it looks like Adam does not want to work. So we're going to do a screen capture, which is going to take a second. Jump back over to the other screen for us real quick. Go. All right, let's line this up a little bit here, and I'll just grab everything into this screen. And get everything. I guess really shouldn't see it off of the screen there. All right. Now it doesn't really matter if you see bits of that in the background. This guy can move. All right. It's a definite gotta get that off the screen. Let's just close that completely out. All right, and then go over there. Everything's becoming slightly a mess, but that's okay. All right, and then in here we've got diagrams. We'll set this guy down there for later. All right. Let's go ahead and shove the screen on the up there real fast. There we go. And apparently I've got an old Restream chat on that screen. Great. All right, let's see. Yeah, you. Remove. All right, let's go ahead and throw a new one up. There we go. Perfect. All right. All right, now where were we? Okay, so we need to kind of make a basis of what we're doing. Okay. So I've got some notes over here from when I was brainstorming this thing. I'm going to go ahead and basically translate them for you guys so you can see kind of what my ideas were. Really, what I want to do is I'm going to create a universal games library. Something where we can add games manually. In case you have like hard copy games, things like that. And then we also want to be able to automatically grab a few different game options or different places like Humble and Steam, which are my main two things that I have a problem with. I always have, the one to grab like a Humble bundle or whatever, and then I buy it, and it turns out I already had that key in my Steam library. So those two there. Now, of course, my dog would be a good idea as well. Let's go ahead and just kind of just do it that way. Possibly Twitch game library. I don't know that they have an option for that, but I just don't know if there's an API. If there's an API, we could do it. No API, then we're kind of out of luck. I should change this all into a markdown, shouldn't I? Let's do that real quick. Do we not have markdown? Apparently not. Oh, if I can remember how to install plugins here. Let's see. Markdown preview. Ooh, we can do a markdown preview, but okay. I guess I don't need a plugin for it. And it's just going to call it plain text. That's fine by me. All right, so we have a markdown preview. I can't remember how to make a line, but I think it's this. There we go. And then I'm going to make this a title, and then a title. There we go. And then down here, subtitle. Subtitle 3. Possible libraries. 2 S's, right? Wow, that's right. So possible libraries. Possible library entries, I guess would be another word for that. Better option, maybe. Don't know. Okay. And then if they have APIs, I also want. Let's just put more options if has API. All right. And then to get more options if has API to kind of work there, we're going to go ahead and do another title. Let's do Fort there. There we go. Just like that. This guy's kind of falling off the screen there, isn't he? Let's pull him down a little bit. There we go. All right. And then, let's see, what's next? Well, I guess the Sony store, if they have an option. It's got to be one word, right? Sony PlayStation? I guess it might not be. Yes, there's the like Xbox store, right? And then we've got like the Nintendo store, which I'm sure has an interesting name. To put this into context, I have like an Xbox 360 and a Nintendo's Wii. Like that's the only things I have. I had a 64, but I don't have one of those anymore, so that's okay. When I was younger, I had a 64. I guess my family had a 64. That's a better way of saying that. So like these store things, I don't really have those as an option. Like growing up and everything. Is my stream stopping and restarting? Is that what's going on here? I think I've got an option to watch my stream and make sure things aren't falling off. Hold on 1 second, guys. There it is, stream monitor. Okay. Okay, that's not it. Oh, no, there it is, stream monitor. Got any restarts or anything like that going on? Got over here, over there. Nothing is wanting to work today. Okay. No, whatever, that's fine. Let's just shrink this down so I can see both. Close out of this. It doesn't get remote play. That's another picture that we don't want to be shown on screen. All right, there we go. Yeah, it looks like Restream is struggling today. Well, we'll just deal with it. And I'll go check out all the separate, places. Well, YouTube Studio says I'm not live. But hey, I'm on Twitch. Okay. Let's go ahead and see if Periscope is live. Maybe they are, maybe not. Okay. So anyway, this is just options if they have has API. That's it. Interesting they're saying that. I don't know why I said it that way, but whatever. Great. Well, it's live over there on Periscope, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get the CEO over there to stop talking to me. Let's see. Pretty sure you guys can see that on screen. So let's go ahead and put up a be right back and then see if I can fix that. Can you like really hear my fan in the background there? It looks like it. Looks terribly high up there. All right. Nah, it's not gonna help. Well, now I am gonna need to see if I can fix. Go canceling on there. Okay. I don't think this is working properly. Now let's see. Huh. Oddly enough, over here, it doesn't really look like it's that terrible. But if I look on the stream, it's pretty terrible. Hopefully, if anybody gets annoyed by it, they'll tell me. And I will just deal with it for now. Better than sitting around doing nothing forever. All right. So, yeah, Nintendo Store, that kind of stuff. All right, then what we want to do with that is we want to create a database that is easy to browse. So, we want our database to contain. Let's make that. You know what? Let's make this one appear the same. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. So it's going to contain options for, say, like a main list, main DB, which just has a list of games. And attaches to their platforms. And platform specific info. Then the other thing we want separate databases for each platform. Yeah. Platform specific info. You know what? We're going to go ahead and just take this out of here. There's like links to specific platforms, and then over here we can tell it that it's going to be with platform specific info because that makes more sense. Apparently I can't spell the word separate. And my spell check's not working. It's probably at the bottom of the screen, isn't it? Hey, there we go. There we go. Whatever. That's an A. Okay. This is two separate words. And there we go. Now, we're going to display this database somehow in screen. And we're talking about different pieces of the UI, I guess. We're going to want some different things there as well. So we want like a main list or like a card list at the beginning, right? So and we don't need to have anybody sign into their database, right? I mean, you shouldn't need any authentication for that. And then down in here, each card is going to have an image. And we'll grab that image, I guess, as like the poster from IGDB. There we go. Then for settings, let's call this the main page. Or start page. And then we'll have a settings page. Which will contain auth for each service that requires it. Requires authentication. All right. And then we'll need to have a setting for like, what settings we need to be in here? Authentication, possibly nothing else. And then there needs to be a game page for each game. Here's where a decision can come in, because at this point, I know that we need a game page for each game that just could display different images, screenshots, reviews, available platforms, and owned platforms. Feature list. Up here we need a search option, yeah? Partial match for name. You know what? We're going to make this this is another separate list within inside of that list. And then tag searching as well, and feature searching. Those are the things that I want. Maybe a rating search, like average rating? That's a possibility. That would be nice too. Okay. I think we've got an idea for the main page, kind of all put together there. And then we've got different options here. And if Sean could spell, this would be great. But I can't. Not Ibble. There we go. All right, so we got available platforms, owned platforms, a feature list, reviews, screenshots, vids, if any. We can just call that media instead, which will be images, screenshots. Wow, there we go. And videos. Okay. Let's see here. I don't like having this line there, but I should separate, I think, each. Oh, I just spilled coffee all over my paper notes. Put them aside. I've already made it all the way through them, and we're now kind of brainstorming different ideas and fleshing things out. So, let's see. We don't want that there anymore. Let's go ahead and drop that up like that, and then let's go ahead and throw that there, and one. Oop. There. One there. Okay, so the different ideas are now separated by those lines, which makes a little more sense. Okay, so flexible library things, and then we want scripting as well. So scripting is going to be definitely a much later thing, but I want the ability to say script in installations, other things like that. So some possibilities would be install. That'd be for like Steam. Could also use that for like DRM free Humble options. Because they have like a DRM free set of things, and you can download and install those via script probably. We're gonna need Linux, Mac, and Windows. And just due to the sheer nature of what I'm used to, we'll probably end up with Linux first. Since Linux almost directly translates over to Mac, we can maybe do a Mac script after that for each of these. And then Windows is the last one, even though Windows is probably the best one to do first for a multitude of like people being able to use it. But all the way up. There we go. So it stops. 10 minutes wrong. Yeah, so then more people could use it. But in here, really, we just want to make sure that I'm getting things out and done and whatever else. So each week we're going to see more and more of this get better and better, and it's kind of lofty as it is right now. So, but these are the main four things I want to accomplish. We're going to go ahead and put these into a more better list maybe at some point. Today we're going to start with UX UI because that is something that we can start with today without having any code. No code is necessary for that. And let's see, up here at the top, I want to make sure that I know language will be Python. There we go. With some bash. Which scripting. All right. And we're going to need to set up a GitHub for this. Just sign into my GitHub. Let's not use that GitHub. Let's go with this one. Okay. Create a new repository. This repository will be public. All right, and I'm going to start pulling this onto the screen for us now. Okay, so it's public, and we'll initialize this with a README, maybe. Yeah, we'll initialize it with a README. Our README is right back there in the background right now, so we'll put that in there. Our repository's name will be names DB. Something like that. That's good. Not DB. Lib. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and say this is a Universal Games library. I don't have a better description for it just yet. We are going to add a git ignore for Python. And we're going to add a public license VSU version 3, and let's create that GNU GPL3. Let's go ahead and get that all set up. Now, here's our README. We're going to go ahead and edit our README right away. Right there at the top, we're just going to go and copy all this right into it. Well, let me finish this off first. So we also need to, we install with Steam, the DRM from Humble we'll have install as well. I also want to have like check key for Humble, so we can check to see if like a key's been redeemed or whatnot. And then, well, I had another one written down in my notes. Hold on. Let's take a look. In my notes, it says we've got, we've got like claim keys in Humble as well. So, claim keys. So it also means like up here on the game page for each game, it's all those. We also need a platform page, right? So platform page, and we'll have platform specific info. So each platform will have a different type of platform page. Page. This is for owned platforms. And then platform specific info. Yeah, okay, platform specific info, and I can pull that out in different platforms like Steam and Humble for now. Those are our two main ones, so let's do that. Let's just go and say we got Steam here, and then Humble here. Oh, and like hard copy here. Now, for hard copy, I think everybody's going to need to type in their own info. This should be manually added. Info. And we'll work out what that needs to be. Key / platform. Because Humble is a platform that contains many platforms. Windows, Linux, all that kind of stuff is in there. And then it's like also, well, I'm going to have other things. I think I need to change the name of what I'm calling those things, but whatever. This is platform as well. Platforms that contain platforms. Turtles on top of turtles on top of turtles. Let's see here. Steam rating necessary, I think. And store page link. This is also where any of the scripting options will go. Or script options. Basically, anything like install, that kind of stuff that would just go into there. Now, I don't know if I should allow, we should allow people to pull up this project and make their own scripts, but I think it would make sense. And then like install scripts separately and stuff. There we go. Nice. So here's just our plan of attack. So that's a start. That's just basically a plan and a go for it. Set up a Kanban or something later, or Trello free account with everything on it. Maybe we can vote on that or something. Don't know. I don't think I have enough people to really vote on that. Yeah, that's okay. All right, so next bit here. Let's go ahead and jump over to Adobe XD. Another computer here. Pull that up here to where this one was, and now we can work on it right there. Don't really have much going on here. Let's just make this a custom size to start with. Now we'll make it, I don't know. Let's go with a 1366. Like how it thinks I'm going to make a web app. That's like the main option for it, web app. Okay, stop going to full screen. Plugins are new, at least new to me. I haven't seen those before on this app, but that's okay. Yeah, it says discover new plugins. We've used that, okay. What we're going to do to start with, though, is just go ahead and work with the card screen. So what we want is a card, right? And it'll look like a poster frame, so like that. And that's got a poster image inside of it. And then I assume we'd want, say, a slightly bigger frame around the outside of it. Something like that. I'll measure that out later, and I've got a line that I've got to take care of now. So there's our poster frame, there's our card. We need to kind of work around that a little bit better. So I want the cards to be kind of square. So like this is a little, I don't know about that. And then have a title. Down below the card. I don't know if it should have like a description. It's like a title and description. If we have like a title, we can maybe send to the title directly below the card. Maybe offset the card to one side. And stick a description down the other side of it here. Come on. All right, I'm going to zoom in on that spot. Okay. Right there. 15. Kind of like that, and then we pull this side out a little bit more. And put a description over there. get this description probably from IGDB as well. Is that square? Like, it is. It's slightly turned. Jeez. It's no good. Okay. How many times do I gotta make this thing? And then I will probably fill this with Lorem Ipsum at some point, but let's just do that. And that represents a description, right? I want it to kind of line up there. I want it to line up down here as well. And then we want it to be a slightly smaller font. Now it's set to 20. Let's make it an 18. There we go. And we'll add in a couple more lines here because now it's an 18. And I want to see what it looks like if it were filled. Now, also have like a more button on there or something like that, maybe. Don't know. But anyway, so that's one single card. No other things. We're going to make this into a component, though. So now we should have a component here. All right. And then here we could go ahead and start lining these guys up. So I could put in the component several times, but I think I also have like an option to repeat components or something. Nope. Not what I was looking for. Repeat grid. There we go. That should just go off pretty much into infinity that way. Now we just need to kind of center this maybe. All right, and then it would just kind of increase the sizes. So like as this guy gets bigger, rather than that, it's like 1920 by 1080, whatever it may be. We add an extra row, whatever it is. All right. All right. So I guess that's a start for the first page. So what did we call this page? I think we called it like our main page or our start page, something like that. Let's just call it main page for now. So there's main page. And then let's go and add a new page. If I can remember how to add any page. Let's preview this thing. Go through that. That's prototyping. Okay, so right here we can add a new page. And we want the same basic page we had before. Yeah. All right. Our next page that we're going to design is just a settings page. I actually have no idea what to do for settings. Maybe just text down the thing and then an overlay pops up. Don't remember how to spell Lorem Ipsum. All right. So we just got like, I don't know, many different options here for different places that need authentication or whatever it might be that we need to do here. I think it's just going to be authentication for the most part right now. And then should it be like this, and then maybe we do like user and password directly below them, or whatever is necessary. So we've got user and password. There we go. And then like little input boxes for those. Remember them. Something similar to that. Then just like an OK at the end. Let's go ahead and make an OK button. Pull it back a little bit like that. Say rounded corners. No, that's minor controls. Hold on. Border rounding. Let's go to 12. Put some text in there. The text will say OK. And position that in the middle-ish, but I also don't want this button nearly that long. There we go. Let's go like that. Move some of these guys over a little bit. There we go. And so there's all the different settings down that way. I think that would work for now. Probably need to change that around a little bit, but that'll work for now. All right, and then we just want another new page. And it should be same size for now. All right, and then this one, some of these don't really matter nearly as much on the sizing and resizing of things. I'm sorry, I get moving that around. That makes that kind of tough to see. A game page, and then we need the platform page, and then that's it. All right. So this will be our game page. And let's go ahead and throw in another one. This is our platform specific page, or platform page. Don't want that one. Okay, so we've got our 4 pages here, 4 main pages. We should fill these out. So this one here, I think if we just use the same, let me go back over to our components to grab this. Basically for the beginning part of it, we just want basically the name and the description and the poster card, and then down below that we'll have more information of the different types. So let's start with getting into our component here. And then if we can just copy all the different components of this. And then bring them into here. Now I probably want to do a slightly larger poster on the main page, right? So that'll go over there. This guy is the title, so it's going to go up next to the poster on the same line. Let's go ahead and get that kind of lined up. And then we're going to pull it out. I need to control to keep it to shift. It's shift. All right. Pull it out to about there. And then description, go all the way across the page here. So we only need about that much. So you'll be able to see more of the description on this page for sure that way. And then here would be like tags, right down in the next line, tags. And I'll make that a box. You know, we should put a box around those two things, like the description and the tag, so I know where they are. So there's descriptions, and let's go and put that in the back. And then copy that. I want something similar for tags, but it's much smaller. Okay, so that's the height, and I want tags to be about half of this, maybe, like that. Let's go ahead and put that in back. And then maybe a feature list over here. Not that long. Okay, so what do we got here? Media, reviews, available platforms, owned platforms, and features list. So we have tags. We don't want to maybe move these guys down a little bit from away from the description and in a little bit. Give them their own little, kind of like that newspaper column style going. Okay, and then that'll be tags. The next one down would be like owned platforms and other platforms. Like, so it can keep track of what platforms you own versus what platforms you don't own. So we'll just go ahead and give this guy a name. Call this other platforms. Other platforms. And let's call that top one owned platforms. Owned platforms. Let's move tags into the middle there. I'll line those up, but let's get them into the middle of these so they don't look so weird. The platform list isn't really terribly long, I don't think, so I bet we could contain them there without any problems. It's 31, 31, and this one must be also 31. There we go. All right. So that's those guys, and then this would be a feature list. So there's our features list. Don't know exactly how many features we need, so that's going to be kind of just that spot for now. We'll get that changed around later. The next thing I'd want to see on here is probably media. Media is a pretty common thing to want to look at real fast, so it should be, I think, near the top right here. And I want a carousel for media, where it's very close to the very close to the top of the list of things. For a carousel, you're just going to have basically a big long box, like so. We'll make it maybe extend just past each side. I want that to be kind of even, so it's kind of tough to find out if anything's even in here. There we go. And then inside of that box will be other little boxes. So like this is a image, and then like a video, and then so on and so forth. That needs to be deleted. One needs to be lined up. It should be the same size as well, so I didn't do that very well. This one's sized better, so we're gonna get rid of that one. Move these guys in. Like that, and ideally I want about 3 of them to show at a single time. There we go. And then there would be like an arrow over here for next, and I'll have to remember the carousel around. And let's put text right here. This is media. All right. Oh. Maybe for the platform specific info, maybe we should do modals, like a modal over top. That'd make more sense if you ask me. Also for settings, I think settings should also have modal over top, or be a drop down window, depending on the platform, I guess, because Windows likes that little drop down at the top. Actually, everybody likes the little drop down at the top. We'll probably do a drop down and a settings window, which is going to be much, much smaller. So let's make the settings window as much smaller as we need here. Resize you to say, can I do like percentage changes? Because I actually want to resize this thing to about half the size or whatever. Whatever, we'll come back to that. And the platform page, I am not even certain how that's going to look, but like I said, I think it should maybe be a modal over top. All right. Start coloring this in. And maybe move on to other things. I don't know. So as far as coloration, I like the dark look. I like of Adam and all of them. So what I'm going to say I do is I figure out why my buttons aren't working. Hold up. Command or something? Could swap this command. Okay, apparently I can't zoom in anymore for some reason. There we go. All right, so since we're gonna want the dark look on the page here, I think I can make a background, yeah? Would fill that whole thing with something. All right, just start to pull it down here. I want the background to be fairly dark. Maybe a little bit of blue in that. Right there. Okay. That's the background. We're going to use that same background on each page just to kind of keep the same theme going. All right. Oh, there we go. Next bit, we're going to make these guys. We're going to change them in here. So we're going to edit master component. And the fill, it's going to be the same, but lighter. So we're going to just go like that. And we're going to pull it up a bit. And maybe a little less blue there, like that. All right, now, apparently, it's in the front there. So I'm going to arrange, send to back. Don't know why that's doing that. Okay. Got text in here too. All right, text. Appearance of my text should be like a whitish color. Let's go and pull it on up to like right about. That's good. Let's grab that color. There we go. All right. Now I just want to go and put that same color on all the text that I can. Oops. Helps if I actually copy that color, not something random. There we go. All right. So now with all of these, most of these things are really technically invisible and won't show up. So to kind of convey that, what I'm going to do is any of these boxes that we have, can select them, there we go. We're going to change the fill to be this kind of like a see-through bluish color. I like to use this for most anything that I have. It's going to be gone later, so there it is. 47%. I actually want that to kind of be more of a 50. Okay, so that's this guy here as well. This guy here as well. I'll just keep moving through all those real fast. I really should have copied down the text fill, huh? There we go. Now I'm going to here. The text fill becomes that. And then the same with this one. All right, and there we go. And there we go. There we go. So those are all placeholder boxes. And you can easily see that that's what they are. That's where all the media goes. Okay. Then below that'll be like reviews and whatnot. Figure that all out as we go. All right, at this point, I think that that is a fairly good design. Tell you what, it's at least not terrible. But I think we want to go ahead and grab it all into some images, and we'll throw it up on the GitHub page. Go ahead and switch over to a Be Right Back, though, because I need some more coffee. And then we'll get that GitHub page up, and I think that'll be it for this stream. Okay, I am back. I think. All right, let me just go and see if I can get this all out to that images, like I said, and we'll throw them up on our GitHub, and we'll get moving on other bits as I go. Oh, shoot. That's what I was doing, logging into GitHub on this other computer. Hold on. Let me get that done first. Wait a second, did I miss a chat there? I can see the chat on the stream, but I can't see the chat in my chat window over here. It's a little odd. Oh, it's the same chat as always. It's this chat is ready to display messages. I don't know why it's in there twice. Oh well, that's a problem for another day and not a today thing. I'm gonna see if I can play some music in the background for everybody here while we do this too, because just listening to me talk is probably boring. Let's see here. Okay, so we've got all this up. We're gonna edit this guy down. I can't remember how to insert images, but I believe we need to put them into the code base. So there's going to be that. You know what? I'm going to install GitHub Desktop. I'll be right back. Again. But I'm right here. Be talking the whole time through it. Not actually going anywhere this time. Oh, shoot. Where's my coffee? Shoot. One thing I left for. Well, I'll be right back, I guess. Okay. I am back. That is actually too loud on my end to think. So we're going to do this. We're going to quiet it down on my end a bit. Ah, there we go. How about that? All right. Let's see here. All right, so now we got to add in some images. Now I remember, shoot, I was installing GitHub Desktop. I think these are just help pages. They don't have like the actual installation page linked here. Ah, there it is. I wish GitHub Desktop was also available for Linux, but that's why I use GitKraken over there. I'd probably use GitKraken in both places if I wasn't, kind of partial to the GitHub Desktop. All right, I'm almost there. Just gotta go ahead and sign in on GitHub Desktop. It's asking me a bunch of questions now. Hold on. Let's get started. So you guys don't see my massive amount of private repositories. Let me just leave that up there for a second. And we're going to go ahead and grab our new Universal Library. There we are. I'm going to clone that on in. Yeah, let's just clone it right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and fade this right back on. All right, so now we've got our repository here. What we're going to do is we're going to add in all these images for now. Destination will be inside of here. And let's just go ahead and export those all as PNGs. And over here, we'll see our license page, get ignore, and there's all those PNGs. Perfect. We're adding design art boards. Artboards. We probably should put these in like a folder called artboards. That way these things stay at least a little bit organized. Oops. And then, let's see here. Connect to master. Let's push that on up. Once that's up, there we go. Now over here, we should have a folder called artboards. Perfect. Back in our README, we can now go ahead and stick in our designs. But I need to go find the GitHub README database. GitHub MD docs. Let's see, mastering markdown. Here we go. That's what I was looking for, is how to use images. Okay. Let's try that out. We're going to go ahead and put in Yakko cat, Yakto. I don't know what that says. And we'll go ahead and edit it and see if we can't get that to work the way we want it to. Let's see. So it's the main page is the first one we're going to do. if we change this, we want to change it to a link directly to our artboard for main page. So if we open up the main page PNG, can I copy image location and drag and drop that in to here? And I think that'll allow it to be there. So let's just go ahead and commit that change. Yeah, look at that. So now we can just go ahead and throw in our artboards real quick. Get that all up. And I like that to be just above the bullet points. Okay. Let's go ahead and keep editing. We're going to do another image here for the settings page. And then we just want it to be like that. And let's go ahead and do the next one. I know this is supposed to be here to kind of describe what you're seeing, so these are probably self-explanatory and aren't necessary, but the platform page unfortunately doesn't really have any design to it yet, but I'll stick it down here anyway. As we update and change these pages around, they should automatically show up on each export. So we'll like replace them and then they'll change automatically, which will be really quite helpful. That's not it. But going forward, that work? No, it did not. Why did that not work? There we go. And really, this isn't that hard. I can just say like right here and then change platform to settings. And that should be the same thing. And I could have done that this whole time. That would have been so much more easy. Very easy. Wow. Now we're say adding artboards. Artboards. No. Why not? Okay. Then that's it. Each artboard is now added. Dang it, what happened to settings page? It didn't show up the right way, so let's fix that really fast. Oh, it's just settings.png. It's not even settings page. All the other ones say page at the end of them. Settings does not. There we go. All 4 artboards are there now, and we've got a start on this whole thing. All right, well, I mean, I'll come back on Thursday. We'll work on that some more, maybe get some more designs in there, like the reviews section for underneath here, a separate scroll down version of the page, maybe, and then a platform page. We need something there. I just don't know what it'll look like yet. Or maybe have like buttons or other things. Maybe have, oh, I know. Maybe we should put over top here like a, kind of like that, one of those long images. I don't know what you really want to call those. Shoot. Artwork? Something like that. Let's just put it as game art. Alright, and then the fill for game art should be yeah, and then the fill for the box there should be that. So just like kind of game art across the top there. Now if I just go ahead and I export all artboards, design, whatever, we're going to change the exact location. We're going to put them into artboards now. And we're going to export them and we're going to replace all versions of them. Now, once I've done that over here, we now have this one. Updated platform artboard. Let's commit that. Let's push all that to the origin again. Ow, my readme's changed. Let's fetch, pull, and then push. There we go. Now, if we refresh this page, that should change to be the new one, right? If it worked. Let's take a look over here. Did it replace it with the old version? No, it's still the new version. The new version should have gone up. So if we come back over here, the new version should be in artboards. I wonder if it doesn't update until I change something. Oh, look, it is the old version sitting here. Let's see what causes it to make a change. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna delete this one. Then we're gonna add it back in. Oh, you know what? It just fucking changed over. Oh, I was just too impatient. It's okay. It's a null and void. I mean, it just doesn't change at all there. You know? And then now if we go down, it should be different there. Yep. So as long as it's been updated, or as long as it takes its time to update, it should change on each spot. But we'll keep going through these guys. But yeah, it's just different pages here. We're going to keep adding different things in. Hey, those guys should be marked in a little bit further. Why are all my things like that? They all kind of that sucks. All right, let's figure out where those are. Oh, there they are. Why are they not like? separate. You know what I mean? They should be a tab in from each other. All right, let's commit that. Let's see if that changes it. If that does, we'll get to it. There we go. We just needed an extra space on all of them. So, GitHub, I guess, requires that. I don't know. All right, go through and edit all those. So just add an extra space to each one. Go over here, do that, and then that, and then that. I don't know why that just went red, but it did. Too many spacing or something? I don't know. Implement changes real fast. They're fine. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit tough because it's going to be different depending on the different platforms like Steam or Humble or hard copy. And I think what we should do is we should start with hard copy and work our way into Steam and Humble so that we have the different options there. But I think that's going to be it for now. I'll be doing a little tiny bit of research off screen or off stream so that we have a little bit of an idea of what to start with and where to move things as we go. But anybody has access to this GitHub, I will throw this GitHub maybe in the description next time so you guys have it. Since we created it now and not going to be in this description. But it'll also probably show up on the YouTube channel underneath the description of the stream from there. So you can go to that GitHub page and you can put in issues, whatever it may be. Chat with me on stream to help get this kind of moved around or changed in the direction you might want to see go. But at this moment in time, it is at least a start. All right, thanks for everybody for watching, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Good night.